Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. It's all to play for. As the Premier League heads into its final round, the battle for Champions League spots has never been tighter. Just 1 point separates 5 teams, and the drama doesn't stop there. With Liverpool already locked in, rivals scramble for a seat at Europe's top table, while the transfer market waits for the dust to settle. From Gyökeres links to Slot's bold rebuild plans, here's everything you need to know as the season reaches a breathtaking climax. The race for Champions League qualification is tighter than ever as we head towards the final round of fixtures. Defeat for Newcastle at Arsenal, coupled with wins for teams below them, means there's just 1 point separating 3rd from 7th, and that will remain the case if Manchester City fail to win their game in hand on Tuesday. 3 of those teams currently between 3rd and 7th will join Liverpool and Arsenal in taking a seat at Europe's top table next season. They will be joined by one of Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, who sit in the bottom half but will face off in the Europa League final. For some of those clubs, this summer's transfer business will hinge on which European competition they find themselves in next season. And that final isn't the only potential winner-take-all tie, with the fixture computer throwing up a final day league game between Nottingham Forest, currently 7th, and a Chelsea side just a point above them. In contrast to the league uncertainty, Crystal Palace know they will play in the Europa League next season. The Eagles surprised Manchester City to reach the FA Cup final, though the fallout from that game continues, especially concerning a particular red card decision. Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyökeres wouldn't be drawn on summer exit links after helping his team retain their Portuguese title. Gyökeres scored his 39th league goal of the season in Saturday's win against Victoria, while rivals Benfica could only draw with Braga. "It's football, I'm still here," the Swedish striker told Sport TV via Record. "I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody can predict the future." Liverpool Report previously reported that Arsenal have been told the frontman is available for around £60 million. The Red Devils, whose head coach Ruben Amorim managed Gyökeres at Sporting before moving to Old Trafford, could also throw a spanner in the works. Alan Shearer believes Palace were fortunate not to go down to 10 men in the FA Cup final. Palace goalkeeper Dean Henderson appeared to handle the ball outside his area, only to avoid punishment. To win the FA Cup, you always need a bit of luck too, and perhaps they got that with the decision not to send off goalkeeper Dean Henderson for his handball outside his box when Erling Haaland ran through in the first half, former England star Shearer said. "They got away with one there, because if I am a City player, then I want that to be a red card, and it probably should have been. But there was no luck about the saves Henderson made, including Omar Marmoush's penalty, and he was another of their heroes." Arneslot has indicated Liverpool will be busier this summer than last, as far as the transfer window is concerned. Federicochiesa was the only new signing to arrive last summer, though a deal to bring Georgi Mamadashvili to Anfield in the upcoming window has already been announced. "I think we can find 1 or 2 extra weapons that this team doesn't have," Slot said. "Maybe by using the transfer market. That is what we are trying to achieve. That will make us only stronger. That is what we need, because we saw Manchester City spending £200 million in the transfer window. All of them will." Trent Alexander-Arnold's Liverpool farewell has left fans divided, not over his tears but over the circus flames and crazy golf. After 20 years at Anfield, Trent threw a summer of 66 themed goodbye party, complete with fire performers, cakes and teammates dancing under the Liverpool sun. But while the right-back was saying thank you, some fans were saying, "How dare you?" With a free transfer to Real Madrid looming, many supporters are calling the send-off embarrassing and disloyal, especially as boos echoed when he came on against Arsenal. So was the party a heartfelt tribute or a tone-deaf celebration before joining a European rival? Let's break down what happened, who showed up, and why the reaction is so heated. Trent Alexander-Arnold threw his Liverpool teammates a summer of 66 themed farewell party at the club's training centre ahead of his Anfield exit, leaving some supporters furious. The right-back announced this season would be his last at Liverpool following 20 years at the club, with a move to Real Madrid now expected. Some fans have slammed the England international for leaving on a free transfer, accusing him of disloyalty after starting his career at Liverpool. He was booed by a section of supporters as he prepared to come on against Arsenal this month. Alexander-Arnold only has 2 more potential games to play: a trip to Brighton on Monday night and a home clash against Crystal Palace on May 25th to round off the season, and he has been preparing for his ultimate departure. And this weekend, he organised a festival for teammates, families and Liverpool staff at their AXA training centre, putting on a barbecue with circus performers and flamethrowers. There was also a kids zone with crazy golf and cakes, with the Summer of '66 theme, a nod to his Liverpool shirt number. Manager Arneslot was pictured at the celebration, as were teammates Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, Andy Robertson and Virgil van Dijk. The Athletic reported that the party was organised personally by Alexander-Arnold as a thank you to the club, its staff and his teammates. But that hasn't stopped some supporters from hitting out at the player and the club for allowing the party to happen, despite Alexander-Arnold leaving the club and joining a European rival for nothing, with some calling it embarrassing. One wrote on Twitter, "He's not retiring, he's leaving to join another club. Since when has this been celebrated?" Another added, "Baffling, who signed off on that Trent party at the training ground. Embarrassing. Think this is a bit odd me," a third said. "It's embarrassing from the club IMO. Celebrating a player leaving the club is wild whatever way you look at it." Alexander-Arnold declared leaving Liverpool was the toughest call he has made in his career, writing after 20 years at Liverpool Football Club, "Now is the time for me to confirm that I will be leaving at the end of the season. This is easily the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. This club has been my whole life, my whole world for 20 years. From the academy right through until now, the support and love I have felt from everyone inside and outside of the club will stay with me forever. I will forever be in debt to you all. My love for this club will never die." The transfer drama has officially begun, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of it. Europe's biggest clubs are moving fast, and blockbuster deals are already flying in before the window even swings open. But before we dive into the full scoop, I need you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this summer is going to be wild, and you'll want to stay ahead of the game. From Real Madrid's jaw-dropping £50 million signing, to Liverpool's bold right-back shake-up, to Kevin De Bruyne possibly joining a Premier League rival, this isn't just transfer talk, this is transfer warfare. Let's get into it. The summer transfer window is right around the corner, and Europe's biggest clubs aren't wasting time. Real Madrid have already made the first major move of the summer, announcing on Saturday that they've signed Dean Huijsen in a £50 million deal. Bournemouth defender Huijsen will make the switch on June 1st, allowing him to represent Real at the Club World Cup. The newly expanded tournament is why FIFA have sanctioned 2 summer transfer windows, the first of which runs for the opening 10 days of next month. That gives the likes of Liverpool an opportunity to get their business done early, with Jeremiafrimpong chosen to be Trent Alexander-Arnold's replacement at right-back. That's despite the Reds announcing that Conor Bradley had put pen to paper on a new long-term contract at Anfield. Elsewhere, Manchester United remain in advanced talks with Matthias Cunha, while Arsenal's striker search is continuing. Manchester City are also preparing for a big summer, having lost the FA Cup final to ensure their first trophyless season since Pep Guardiola's maiden campaign in 2016-17. Jeremiafrimpong will reportedly have a medical in the coming days ahead of his £29.5 million switch to Liverpool. The Reds have reached a full agreement with the Dutch right-back, and Bayer Leverkusen have been informed that they'll pay his release clause. Multiple reports suggest that Frimpong, 24, will finalise his move before the international break early next month, and the Netherlands star can't wait to become a Liverpool player. Frimpong will sign a 5-year contract. Manchester City are ready to splash another £180 million to land Liverpool target Florian Wirtz, as well as Tijani Reinders, ahead of next month's Club World Cup. City are on a mission to rebuild Pep Guardiola's squad after investing £180 million during the January transfer window, and have made Bayer Leverkusen playmaker Wirtz and AC Milan's Reinders their top targets. Leverkusen are demanding in excess of £100 million for the Germany international, and that has not discouraged City, who could offer James McAtee as a £25 million make-weight. Milan have made it clear City will have to break the Italian club's £56.3 million transfer record they once banked for Kaka to land creative Dutchman Reinders. Kevin De Bruyne remains open to joining a Premier League rival once he leaves Manchester City. De Bruyne, 33, is due to be out of contract next month, although the Belgian midfielder could sign a short-term extension to feature in the latter stages of the Club World Cup. I want to play good football, whatever the decision will be. I know you're trying to guess where I'm going to go. I will make my decision, and you guys will know when I know, De Bruyne told reporters after City's 1-0 defeat to Crystal Palace at Wembley on Saturday. I don't know. It depends who comes in for me. I have a family, I have young kids, and I have to make a decision that suits everybody, not just me. When I'm 20 years old and all by myself, I can make a decision that's very easy, but now it's a bit more complex.